All right, I'm going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. First item up on our agenda is to approve the agenda as presented.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to our consent agenda, I'll entertain a motion to approve our consent agenda. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second.
Can I stop you?
Yes.
Because we have to recognize you. That was number 2.
What?
Recognition, or number 3. Before we move on to financial report, I want to go back up to number 3 because this is School Board Appreciation Month. And so principals, if you all will come up and award or show appreciation to our fabulous 6 school board members before we move on to finances, that would be fabulous.
I was trying to get Scott out as quick as I could.
You are, man. Don't miss the gifts. Don't pass on the gifts.
I have souths and norths.
Okay.
Thank you. That's from Leanne. Pretty
bag.
That's pretty. All from Leanne.
I like the bag.
I like the bag. Food in there. Thank you. So thank you very much.
Yay.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. We just would be every day. Really.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all make it easy. Oh, that's good. Y'all make it easy so we can.
It's not even my children.
Yes, they do.
Thank you so much.
So cute.
The chair, oh.
You're welcome.
Look, they all got my name right, too. Oh, that's so good. Jenna, can you just stand and hold it up
Mr.
for the
Smith went to
entire school board
Washington in
meeting,
8th grade.
please, so that we can...
Nope.
Thank you all very much.
No, I'm not.
Seriously, though, thank you all for all that you do. I know that you certainly don't expect the recognition, but you all are such a key component to our success, and you make our jobs easy because you support us in everything that we need to do for kids and for staff. And I've said it 100 times, but I'll continue to say it, that we are one school board who you all make decisions in the best interest of kids and teachers every single time. And that is such a unique makeup to have with 6 school board members. So we certainly appreciate all that you do. Now you can go
Now
on
I
to
can go on
5.
to financial. All right. We'll move on to our financial report with Mr. Ray.
Everybody's board package should have the November financial report. General purpose school fund expenditures exceeded revenues by $400,000. That's mainly due to the property tax revenue that we have yet to collect, so I'm not concerned. Everything else is in line. Federal projects fund, we are about 51 days in arrears on our reimbursement. I like to keep it at 45, but we're working to slim that margin down. But again, the federal projects is a reimbursement fund. We get the grant approved, we spend the money, we get reimbursed. And then cafeteria fund, we're $28,000 in the black surplus. That's right where I expect to be this time of year. Hopefully we'll finish, barring any major equipment failures and that we have to replace, in the $45,000 to $50,000 surplus range this year. But everything there is financially is transpiring as I expect. Any questions?
Any questions for Mr. Ray regarding our November financial report? All right. Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve as presented.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further questions or comments? Hearing none, Kim, could we have a roll call vote, please?
KK Meredith,
Yes.
Lori Wilson.
Yes.
Tim Bible.
Yes.
Merle Price. Joey Smith.
Yes.
Curtis Isbell.
Motion carries. Moving on to budget amendment number 3.
Everybody's board package should have a budget amendment number 3 in my memo. In general purpose school fund, we are receiving a transfer in of $39,000 from a federal grant. This is a required transfer to be compliant with a regulation called CCEIS, Coordinated Intervening Services. comprehensive coordinated early intervention service. Mainly, we are doing this to be compliant and spend the money out of GP funds on regular ed kids that are not yet certified as needing services. That's the point of the requirement. Federal Projects Fund includes the transfer out, which is an expense of a federal, that we transferred into GP, and an adjustment to both the IDEA grants. The net adjustment is $31,000. And on the summary page, you'll notice that the amended budget before budget amendment number 3 agrees with your financial statements for GP. Budget amendment number 3 is actually for federal projects, is reflected in your financial statements because the last school board meeting, we decided that we are going to follow the E-Plan, Tennessee Department of Ed approved budget, go ahead and make that budget amendment and lay it in the financial statements, and that's what's before you. And there, when you approve the financial statements, you're actually approving the budget amendment. And that, the comptrollers allowed us to do that, and it cuts down on the quantity of budget amendments that we bring to you. And again, it's federal grants. We apply for the grant, we get awarded the grant based on certain criteria that we say we're going to follow. We perform, we get reimbursed. There's enough oversight there, but you do have the oversight in the financial statements themselves. So, any questions on budget amendment number 3?
All right, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve budget amendment number 3. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further questions? Hearing none, could we have a roll call vote, please? Kim?
KK Meredith.
Yes.
Lori Wilson.
Yes.
Tim Bobble.
Yes.
Merle Price.
Yes.
Joey Smith.
Yes.
Curtis Isbell.
Motion carries. Mr. Ray, I know you have an engagement that you've got to get to, so hopefully we ran through it quick enough to where you're not tardy.
Just
Don't
remember,
forget
Kelly,
don't forget your jacket.
remind him about the children. Remind him about the children.
Break a leg.
Good luck, Scott. All right, moving on to new business requiring action by the board. It looks like we've got a RFP for the Clinton Elementary School playground.
Yes, so we are, now that we've gotten North Clinton Elementary Playground done, we are embarking on 2 projects at Clinton Elementary School. Of course, we've begun the beginning stages of the auditorium, but then also doing our handicapped accessible playground at Clinton Elementary School. And so the city is going to help us take care of extending the back parking lot, where I call it the Wiggles and Giggles parking lot, because that's the daycare that used to be there. But they're going to take care of that hopefully in the spring. That has to happen first, but in the meantime, when that does happen, we want to be able to jump and get playground equipment ordered as soon as we can. And so with your approval, we're going to go ahead and RFP the items for the playground, and then we'll order it after the parking lot has been expanded.
All right, any further questions for Kelly regarding the Clinton Elementary School playground? All right, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
All right, do I hear a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Next item up is information. Next school board meeting will be February the 8th. The legislative conference, I guess is what you technically call that, will be held in February. Disclosure for the state is due, I think, on the 31st. It takes just a second to fill that out online, and most of the time you can just check that nothing has changed. So be sure and do that before the 31st if you haven't already. And moving on to our director's report.
Okay, before I do my report, we have 2 of the 3 principals with us tonight. So Ms. Rael, do you want to come up and give some quick updates about North Clinton?
So I to, it's kind of been a little while since I've talked to you guys about anything with North Clinton. In our PLCs, we've been working on deconstructing standards and ELA and some criteria planning in math. We have also had lots of holiday kinds of fun activities. Thanksgiving baskets we had that were delivered to 12 North Clinton families by the Clinton Rotary Club, so we want to make sure and thank them. And we had Christmas food baskets and gifts that were provided to about 130 of our students at North Clinton and their families, thanks to Central Baptist Church, Eagles Lodge in Oak Ridge, Anderson County Faith Promise, St. Mark's Methodist Church, Eagle Bend Manufacturing, Grace Point Baptist, First Baptist Church in Clinton, Trey McAdams from our State Farm, and we had lots of generous donations and lots of love shown to North Clinton families. And we then had a Thanksgiving lunch with families, and we had our little communities, our water tower communities, got to greet and serve tea to our guests. In December, we started our construction of the E.T. Stamey Playground funded by the Clinton Rotary and Mark Trout. Finishing touches should be complete within the next couple of weeks for students to be able to get out there and enjoy. Every day I've got a little face in the office. When's that blue playground gonna open up? December 5th was our Art and Literacy Night, book fair, and winter school performance. We had cocoa, cookies, bingo, crafts, and just lots of fun, lots of singing. I also want to say thanks to Matt Almerode from Kona Ice of Clinton, Hardin Valley, and Powell. After winter break, he brought some fun exercise equipment for Terry Curley's PE class. And today we had our first incentive celebration for a new incentive that we had started in our school related to our school communities. And we had an obstacle course outside. It was a great day for an outside activity. So an obstacle course, and we had almost all the students got to participate. Maybe only just a handful were not even able to participate. So it was a really good day.
Thank you, Ms. Rail.
Thank you.
All right, Clinton Elementary, Ms. Sharp.
Better get in a better mood to serve somebody.
Scott came back to crash the party. The first thing that I would like to do as well is thank the organizations that donated to our families for Christmas. I'd like to thank the Chamber, Rotary, Eagle Bend, First Baptist, the White family. They have donated large amounts of gift cards to Walmart and Food City, and that's been helpful not only at Christmas to our families, but just throughout this season. So thank you to them. I wanted to brag on our state report card. We got an A and we got a 4.9 out of 5. And I know that there's a lot up in the air with the report cards, but I wanted to give credit where credit is due to our teachers and our students because they've worked really hard to get there. So we had our Winter Wonderland Festival and we raised about $8,000. Wow. So that was exciting. And after expenses, the teachers had about $6,000 and we split that up. So they're super excited to buy some materials for that. But that was just a fun night for families to get together. And we've had some wonderful art nights as well. So I'd like to thank Allison Swanner for her hard work on that. On the 23rd of January, NIET is going to come to our school with a film crew. I know that Ms. Johnson has told you all that we are up for an award, and it's a pretty big award of $50,000. So they're going to come, and they're actually going to get to see the great things that our teachers are doing in PLCs and in their classrooms and how hard our students are working. But that's not all the fun. On the 24th, the commissioner will be at our school. So we look forward to hosting her and her crew and letting her see all the wonderful things that our sweet little public school is doing. So I would like to recognize Miss Brandy Poor. She was voted Teacher of the Year this year by her peers. Brandy is a hard worker. She just gets things done. She never wants to be in the limelight for any of it, and I appreciate her hard work, and her kids grow every single year, and she's amazing. So we're proud of her. And then in our PLC meetings, we're also looking at standards, and we are building success criteria, and the teachers are working very hard. We're super proud of all they're doing. So Thank you.
Thank
you,
you.
Ms. Sharp. And so then, Monica, your teacher of the year was Drews Overton, which is a speech and language teacher. Very well deserved. Very well deserved. And then at South Clinton, Leanne is not with us tonight, but at South Clinton, Laura Rube, our certified interventionist, is our teacher of the year. So super, super proud of that. Okay, here are some updates about Clinton City in particular. We're off to a great second semester. Kids have settled back into a routine. We're trying to capitalize on as much instruction time as we can. This is kind of our TCAP crunch time where we're trying to get standards covered and reviewed and spiral review and get kids ready for testing. Jamie was really, really proud of our mid-year iReady data. Our growth looks really, really good for it to be mid-year growth. It's been really interesting to see the improvements that we have made, particularly in math. So if you recall, we're doing that NIET implementation grant with our new textbook series that we have in the new math standards, and we saw a significant increase in our mid-year growth in the area of math. So that was neat to see that. You know, we've had to make some changes, and teachers have done some hard work with standards looking and aligning and student success criteria and student ownership, but to see that that is paying off and the kids are reaping from those benefits was nice. Please mark your calendars for January the 24th. If you are available at 10 o'clock in the morning, Dr. Lizette Reynolds will be with us. She is our current Commissioner of Education, and we received notification right before Christmas that she is going to make a trip to Clinton Elementary School. She has requested to be part of a school assembly, and so we are putting together a school assembly for her, and Jenna and Abby have worked on a great agenda. The students are going to be singing a song, and while I did do a chat GPT and was going to create a song about the love of public schools, they're going to repeat their song with America, and it's just a heartwarming song. If you were at the Veterans Day program, the kids will have flags, and it's a very, very heartwarming song, but there is no doubt I really am excited about her coming because she's going to get to see such a quality public school system. And we will be meeting with her an hour before the program occurs, and we're going to be able to show her some of our RTI data and some of our achievement data and talk about our school. So we're super excited, but we would like for all of you all to be able to attend that and showcase our school if your schedule allows. And as you know, the North Clinton E.T. Stamey Playground is complete on behalf of Miracle, the company. Sean has a few finishing touches for safety that he needs to put on it before we allow kids on it. At one point, they thought it was going to be a water park, so I'm not sure, have they come to the realization, Monica, that it is a playground, or are they still anticipating a water park?
Well, we did actually have someone after Christmas ask about the water park and was it ready, and no, we did clear that up. I think we only had one last holdout for water park.
Well,
I think we're good.
they were pretty excited about the new water park that was getting put in. But if you have not driven by, you really need to drive by. It is a sharp-looking playground, and it looks, I'm just so excited that the kids, and they came and they were blowing the mulch out of the tube onto the, because it's a pretty good mulched area. And we have a picture of just the kids that were already on the playground, and they were watching the mulch go in, and they were just beside themselves. They couldn't, they just can't wait to get on it. So we will do an official ribbon cutting on that to thank Clinton Rotary Club and Mark Trout. We're just going to let the weather get a little bit warmer first, so we'll probably do that sometime in March or April. As you know, we did have a tree fall at South Clinton Elementary, which did cause some damage to some windows and doors. I think it was great to be able to see our film in action and how that really protected the windows. We are currently working with the city of Clinton, who has graciously assisted. They're going to assist in the removal of the tree and help us clean up and help us with some of the repairs. So Sean is on that. It probably will take about 3 to 4 weeks for the windows to come in, and so we have those secured, and so they're safe as we speak. And then I wanted to let you know about something that we finalized today. As you know, we have our media center at South Clinton, which was an ORNL Federal Credit Union donated $20,000 for us to create a state-of-the-art media center. And We are just kind of dipping our toe. The equipment is complex. It's very state-of-the-art. It's a super neat space. So we are starting to toy with some different ways that we can use it to enhance learning. And so Taylor Martin, who is a well-known community member, and he approached me, and he actually now works for ORNL Federal Credit Union as their financial literacy educator coordinator. And so his whole job is about teaching financial literacy and just getting out into the schools and the community and educating on finances. And so he is going to come, and we are going to start a mini-series called Money Moments with T. Martin. And it won't be T. Martin, the football player. It's going to be Taylor Martin. But it's going to be kind of a play off of, like kids say, the darndest things. And so we're going to pick an upper grade 2 students and then a lower grade 2 students. And while the first episode will be with South Clinton kids, just as we kind of work out the kinks and stuff, the goal is that kids from all 3 schools are going to be represented, and we'll just transport them over for the filming. But Taylor's going to just ask some general financial questions, and each one will have a different focus. Like it could be on saving money or, just like one of them is going to be where money comes from. And so he's just going to be, yes, he's going to ask the questions and and then he's going to turn it into a teachable moment. And so we think they're probably going to be between 3 and 4 minutes per episode, but we're going to dedicate a page on our website for it, but then also we will share it out on social media, and then ORNL Federal Credit Union will share it out on social media. So I think it will be a neat thing, and the kids are going to learn something about financial literacy in the process. So we're excited about that partnership. The Education Foundation has brought back the Teacher of the Year banquet this year, but we have made some revamps to it. So, we felt like the past couple of years we really haven't had the platform to formally recognize them the way that we wanted to. But we want to be respectful of teachers' evenings because we know they pour so much into their daytime and need their evenings with their families. And so we have decided to do the banquet as a lunch this year. So it is going to be on February 15th, and we are keeping that to a 1 hour. And so it will be a very simple, we're going to invite all the teachers of the year to come in. Apple Blossom is going to cater the meal, and then we will give them their plaque, recognize them. They're not going to do the videos or speakers or any of that. Our goal is to be in and out in an hour, and then we are going to give those teachers of the year the remainder of the afternoon off as a reward for receiving that recognition. So that will happen on then. We do have a table for Clinton City Schools, so if you all are able to attend that, we would love for you to be able to attend and support our teachers. Then finally, Lori and KK are going to be so extremely happy. Blaze Spanish is starting next Tuesday. And we weren't really sure how this is going to play out. We thought that we might have, we talked to the teacher who is going to do it, who is actually a TA at North Clinton, and she agreed to do it, but she also is doing tutoring at Boys and Girls Club, and she's doing some other things, and so she could only do it 1 day a week. But we've struggled to find somebody to do it, so we said, we'll take 1 day a week before anything else. And so we sent it out, and guys, we had probably close to 70 kids that wanted to participate in this. And that, Halina is so precious to do it, but the thought of doing that with 70 kids, she thought it would lose the quality of the programming. She was really comfortable with about 25 to start off with, just so she can get her feet wet. So we made the decision, and we're going to do in sessions now, and so she's going to do a 4 through 6 session this semester, and then if it goes well and she's willing to continue doing it, which I think she will, we'll do a primary session in the fall, and we'll just kind of break it up into semesters to where all of our kids have some access. But
She needs an assistant. I would love to help and learn.
well, come on. Tuesday at 3:15. Come on. The more the merrier. In fact, Jamie and I talked about how we would love to go and learn. So absolutely, you're welcome. Just come on. Then, of course, Scott Ray is in the RFP process right now. You approved for him to do this, but we have released it to the papers for the RFP process for the CES Auditorium Ceiling Project. He is also in the process of collecting information from various vendors that sell bleachers. I'm not quite so sure that we can get the project completed over the summer, but I didn't want y'all to think that we had forgotten. We are actively working on it, but it's going to be one of those that it's going to be kind of a domino effect that we have to wait for certain things to happen before we can move, but we are working on it. And then finally, many thanks to Willow Ridge for the landscaping in front of South Clinton Elementary School. It looks absolutely amazing, and they always donate the materials and time to keep South Clinton looking fantastic, so we are certainly blessed by their partnership. So any questions for me? Good things are happening.
Great things are always happening at Clinton City Schools. All right, anything else? All right, hearing none, I'll declare this meeting adjourned.
That's so